Guys, welcome to another video. At the time I'm recording this, the match hasn't yet concluded, but it's gonna be most likely be a draw by threefold repetition. Magnus was facing the world. Over 100,000 players were participating in this, and you know it was a wild game. So Magnus starts with d4. And, you know, I briefly checked as the match was, continuing. I saw what were the options offered by the world. And believe me, I mean, we probably all know what is happening here because there is no chance that, let's say, some top GMs are participating in this, but there's a chance, like, let's say, players 1900, maybe like 1700, most likely. So the world goes e5. Magnus goes d4, and after takes, he goes f3, immediately attacking the pawn on d4. The roll goes knight c6, protecting this pawn, knight b3, attacking this one, and there is no way to save it. So f6 was played, knight d4, and guess what was one of the biggest suggestions in the following position? Bishop c5. That's unbelievable. Bishop c5 was one of the top suggestions. Completely blundering knight c6, d takes c6 or b takes c6, and queen c5. And that's the real level of most players on chess.com. Like, they're ready to blunder a bishop like that, but it wasn't played. Knight d4, queen went to d4, knight b6, developing the knight. Knight c3, and now long castle. Long castle, bishop d6, the ideas include bishop e5, take and try not take on a2. Bishop g3 takes, and now d6. And now it is a quite solid position for black. There is no danger. I mean, I can say that, yeah, white probably have a small edge, but it's on the advantage that can be, converted into a huge advantage in a short term. So the world is safe. King goes to b1, queen s6, queen b4, and now c5. Queen a5, king b8, and after b3, bishop c6. Obviously you want to play d5, and knight d5 is not an option because black will just take the pawn. Bishop b5 was played, and now d5, and at this point I can already see that it's an equal position. Takes, rook d5, and the game is now slowly going into some drawish conclusion. b6, queen d2, king c7, rook comes to d8, queen f5, queen g4, queen e7. Yes, Magnus still has some pressure, but it's a very small pressure. Bishop b5 takes, rook d8, and after rook trade, it's now getting very, very boring. Queen g7 was played by Magnus. And after queen c2, king a3, queen c1, king a2, queen c2, king a3, queen c1. Now, yeah, that's actually the top suggestions. As you can see, don't take the b3 pawn to trap him. The b3 pawn is useless. Guys, we don't need to be thinking 10 moves ahead. We need to think about the next move. If we make the best move each time, we should be able to win. Okay, some guys still don't realize that it's a draw. Yeah, you can actually go to the homepage and read all these comments by people. But yeah, at this point, even I participated, let's say, in queen c1. I just came across this. I was like, okay, how do I play? And I was like, okay, queen c1. I think everybody wants to make a draw versus Magnus Carlsen. By the way, against me, look at the score. One draw. I made the draw. The world made the draw, and I made the draw as well. But yeah, Magnus is not going to win. But let me know in the comments your thoughts regarding this, if you think that something fishy was going on by chance. Because after all, like, yes, I mean, I can't even imagine that most people would play fair here. I mean, I still think there is a huge percentage of people who basically made their votes based on the engine, because look, it's not like people can't think, but yeah, it's hard. Maybe after all, I'm kind of kind of bad in my thoughts, because yes, a lot of people can think of the best move, but it just, to me, it's just hard to believe that Magnus cannot win against, let's say, because I haven't checked it. I wasn't watching until like last move, Queen C1. So I don't know who participates here. Let me know if you do so. Because to me it's just like, okay, 960, whatever. Like Magnus made the draw. Okay, I mean, but okay, Magnus. I don't think Magnus cares a lot about it. But okay, just made some fun content for everyone. Yep. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, at the time of recording, the match hasn't concluded. When it's being posted, it probably will be. Probably will finish in a draw. But yeah, Magnus versus 150,000 people, and it is a draw. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know any thoughts you might have. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.